Hello there everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Mortal Kombat. So next up we're going to be going with Sub-Zero. Yep, the Lin Kuei warrior himself, Sub-Zero. I know some people might say Sub-Zero is a ninja, but to quote him from Mortal Kombat anthologies, I am not a ninja, I am Lin Kuei. Scorpion was a ninja. So, yeah, I just wanted to point that out real quick. Despite the fact that he dresses up like a ninja, he doesn't like to be called a ninja. I always found that kind of interesting. But anyways, we're fighting with the guy from the last playthrough, Johnny Cage. That's ironic, because I think Johnny Cage opened with Sub-Zero as well. That's interesting. But anyways, what do I think of Sub-Zero? He's definitely one of my favorite characters. I love Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Reptile, basically all the ninjas I really love, but not my favorite, no. He does definitely have probably the most infamous fatality in this. In fact, no, it is the most infamous fatality in this game, as you'll see in just a second. Yep, he pulls your head off, and somehow he rips out the spinal cord as well. On the arcade version, the face is actually shown to face the camera, so I don't know why it's on the side with the Genesis version, but it just is. Not as effective in my opinion, but there it is. If you want my honest opinion, just look it up in the arcade version. Super Nintendo fatality was censored, and instead he froze you and then shattered you like you do in some of the later games. If I'm honest, it is a more fitting fatality for Sub-Zero, but you just can't beat the ESRB maker, as that fatality is often nicknamed, because it's hard to believe looking back at it now and how violent the series has gotten, but back then people really freaked the fuck out when they saw Sub-Zero rip people's heads off and pull their spinal cords out as well. It was shocking to a lot of people, I guess. It was shocking to me the first time I ever saw it too, but yeah, believe it or not, this wasn't even my first fatality. The first fatality I saw was actually in Mortal Kombat 2, since that was my first game in the series. So, we'll talk about it when I actually get to Mortal Kombat 2, but there's a little fun fact for you. Anyways, perfection is the key. I'll keep that in mind. Even though I'm not going to be fighting you again, Reptile, I already did with Scorpion, I'm not doing it again. I might be able to take him down with Sub-Zero, don't get me wrong, but why bother? Now, one cool trick you can do with Sub-Zero against Raiden is, since he always, teleports back up, if you're quick enough, you can actually freeze him as he's doing it, and he'll just have his legs shown, and you can get like a free hit with that, so I also found that kind of interesting. It doesn't seem to work too great in the Genesis version, but it does work in the arcade version, as far as I remember. And damn it. Gotta watch out when you get close to the opponent like that, because if you're not careful, they'll just low punch you in the chest multiple times, and it'll drain your health quite a bit, so gotta watch out for that. Alright. Sorry, Raiden, but you must go. Though I do have to wonder, how the hell does he hold his head up by his hat? That doesn't make any sense. Like with, the Liu Kang and Sonia, Scorpion even, you can say that he holds up by the hair or the hood or whatever. With Raiden and Kano though, or no wait, Kano has hair in this game, never mind. But with Raiden, again, how the fuck does he hold it up? By the hat. How does the hat stay in place? It doesn't make any sense. How? Like, if you actually grab them by the neck like he would in later games, it makes sense. But no, he just grabs them from the bottom of their chin and lifts it up. God, you'd have to have a lot of strength to do that, wouldn't you? Alright, so first we had a witch, and now we have Santa Claus. Again, I said in Johnny Cage's playthrough, but now I gotta say it again. Halloween and Christmas are in 2 different months. Why are they all traveling out at the same time? This makes no sense. But anyways, that's Liu Kang for you. That was pretty easy, if I say so myself. But of course, Sub-Zero is a badass after all, and here comes the rivalry match with Scorpion. Lin Kuei versus Shirai Ryu. Who will win? It will be me. And I guess now's a good time to mention it too. For whatever reason, in this version, Sub-Zero shares the same stance as Scorpion, and I have no idea why. Like with Scorpion's stance, it makes sense why he holds his arm up like that, because it's supposed to represent a Scorpion stinger. But with Sub-Zero, it just looks weird. Because usually his arm is like in front of him. And I know it's a weird thing to complain about, but after seeing him in like Mortal Kombat 2 and all the other ones where he never replicates Scorpion's stance, it's just weird to me. Even in the arcade version, he doesn't do that. So why does he do it here? I don't know. My only guess is to save on space or something, but even then, why that? You really telling me you couldn't fit in one more stance for Sub-Zero? Alright, next up we got the lovely Sonia blade. Alright, let's go, babe. Sorry, I've got nothing right now. I would say more, but honestly, Sub-Zero is kind of a dull character in the first game, if I'm going to be honest. He only has 2 attacks, really. He has the slide move, and he has the ice blast. In later games, he'd have more moves, like the ground freeze, which is one of my personal favorites. Basically just freezes the ground. If the opponent lands on it or whatever, they start to slip around and get a free uppercut or whatever. It's pretty cool stuff, if I say so myself. And time for Sub-Zero to give him some head, right? I'm so clever. I also gotta mention it too. Is it just me or does the spine look really weird on the Genesis version? Like it almost just looks like a plain white stick attached to the head. It's weird. I know I keep complaining about the Genesis graphics and all, but seriously, it's just like I look at this stuff compared to the arcade version. Now, how can I not? It's just weird to me. Oh, you know what? I never talked about the courtyard either, did I? Because in the arcade version, after you went around, the crowd here will actually applaud you. And when you're in Shang Tsung's throne room, after you went around there, he applauds you there. On the Genesis version, I'm guessing they just couldn't fit on the cartridge, which, you know, it makes sense. The Genesis wasn't the most powerful console, let's just be honest. But at the same time, I do have to wonder, maybe they could have fit in? Maybe Clamp didn't have enough time? I don't know. I mean, I definitely understand they wanted to get the arcade, or not the arcade, but the home console versions out as quickly as possible because, yeah, a lot of people played the arcade version, yes, but the problem was there's usually a lot of people that were really good at the game and just hog the machine all day because they skip school and practice all day or whatever. So ideally people wanted to get in the house so they could play all the time without having to spend all their quarters or whatever, so it wouldn't surprise me if the home ports were a bit of a rush job, but at the same time, I do wonder if maybe the Genesis could handle more. Heck, I almost wonder if the controls for the Super Nintendo version could have been better. For anyone curious too, when I get to Mortal Kombat 2, I will be switching to the Super Nintendo version for that. Just wanted to get that out there right now. The Super Nintendo version of Mortal Kombat 1 really sucked. Don't get me wrong, not only was it censored, but the controls were really fucking stiff. But after that, Nintendo seemed to learn their lesson, let them put the gore in. And again, I don't know if Acclaim messed up the controls intentionally as revenge for making them censor or what. That's just a theory I personally have always had. I don't know if it's right or wrong or whatever. But the controls would get a lot better in the Super Nintendo version as well, and I'm amazed they got a flawless victory there. I am seriously surprised. I mean, this is Raiden and Kano. I should have got my ass handed to me, but no. For whatever reason, they gave me a free one that time. Are they going to give me another free round? I doubt it. But I am playing as Sub-Zero, and let's just be honest, Sub-Zero is a badass. I'm not going to get a flawless victory, but I should still be able to get the win, I imagine. Oh, nice kick. Oh, nice sweep kick. I gotta give you credit there. That was good. You caught me off guard. Nicely done. Oh, damn. Raiden's got kicks for days, but it don't matter, because I'm just going to grab him and rip his head off and somehow hold it up by the hats. At least in the arcade version. I guess here on the Genesis version, it looks more like he's holding it up, like maybe by the side, maybe by the ear or something like that, so I guess that makes sense. But the arcade version, the head is, you know, faced towards the camera. And it looks like he's holding it from the top of the head, and just, again, it looks kind of weird when it does on Raiden, because again, I have to ask, how are you holding it by the hat without it falling or anything? I know Raiden is a god, but that doesn't mean you should be able to hold it like that, I wouldn't imagine. Hello again, Scorpion, we meet again. I guess now is a good time to mention too, I already mentioned MK Mythologies, but MK Mythology Sub-Zero was basically a platforming game where you played as Sub-Zero and whatnot. And it goes into a lot of details about Sub-Zero's backstory, so if you're all at all interested, definitely look up a playthrough of it online or look at the cutscenes or whatever, but certainly don't play it because it is fucking awful. Like, I've only ever played like 5 seconds of it before, and I was just like, this is crap. So, I have considered if I can ever find a physical copy, because I don't own a copy currently, I may consider doing a blind playthrough of that, maybe Special Forces someday too, since I do have a copy of that. But at the same time, they're spin-offs, I already know they're bad, so it's like, why bother? I don't know, would you guys be interested in seeing me do blind LPs of those games, those awful games? Let me know in the comments down below, I may consider at least giving it a try. Yeah, I may get a little ways in the game, and then if it's just too shitty, I'll just cancel the whole thing, and, you know, never speak of it again, but, I don't know. It usually comes down to you guys. Alright, on to Endurance 3, Johnny Cage and Sonia. Ironic because Johnny Cage was last in the last video, next up is Sonia. And also because, well, let's just say if you played Mortal Kombat 10, you already know. But if you haven't, you don't. Feel free to look it up if you want, because it's going to be a long time before we get to Mortal Kombat 10, unfortunately. I love that game, I don't care what anyone says. I even like it over Mortal Kombat 9, dare I say it. Alright. Got you ducking. So unfortunately I can't uppercut you, but I can sweep you. There we go, that's better. Sorry Sonia, I thought you liked it cold. Yeah, I said I thought you liked it hot with Scorpion, but since I'm Sub-Zero now, I'm going to change up to I thought you liked it cold. Yeah, I'm so creative, don't you know? I am just the most creative son of a bitch in the world. Not really, though. And some good news, Goro is a bitch when you're Sub-Zero, let me tell you, so can't wait to show off Sub-Zero kicking his ass. Because Sub-Zero is just awesome like that. I'd say he's cool, but you already know he's cool. Alright. There we go. Finish her! And I shall. Give me that head of yours. On display with all the others, despite the fact that I already collected this one, technically. Seriously, how do these people keep coming back? Oh, you blocked it, you bastard. Oh, shit. There we go. Aw, you fucker. Fuck. Oh, no. Damn it. No, come on. I just said how good Sub-Zero is against Goro and I got my ass handed to me. What the fuck? God damn it, Goro. Now I look like a liar, you son of a bitch. Trust me, under normal circumstances, Goro is a bitch when you're playing as Sub-Zero, but for whatever reason, this time he just gave me hell. There we go, that's more like it. There we go, okay. Alright, let's get him in this round. Let's end it here. Fucking Goro, man. Fucking Goro. Usually don't have that much trouble with him when I'm Sub-Zero, but for whatever reason this time he just decided to go into God mode on me or something. Nice try, bitch. Nice try. Yeah, that's right. I took you out with a fucking sweep kick, despite the fact that all it does is make you bounce back for some reason. You'd think the sweep kick wouldn't affect him at all, but no, it does. Not much, but it does. Alright, Shang Tsung. Time for me to kick your ass. After you stop doing that, that is. Allow me to return the favor, pal. Though I shouldn't call you pal, because in reality, you're my enemy. Yep, you're my enemy since I'm Sub-Zero. Well, technically he's the enemy of everybody in this game. Even Kano, despite being a villain as well. Alright. Let's get him here. I'll take my good looks, are you? Fuck you, dude. Only I get to have my good looks. Yeah, you can copy anybody else but me. I don't even want to know why you copied Sonia there. Did I ever mention that Shang Tsung has a weird obsession with Sonia in the movie? I don't know why. But, anyways, that's it. I am the Supreme Mortal Kombat Warrior, and time to check out Sub-Zero's ending. After receiving the title of Grand Champion, Sub-Zero disappears back into the shadows from which he came. His only goal in the tournament was not to actually win. The assassination of Shang Tsung. He was paid a large sum of money by one of Shang Tsung's wealthy enemies. With his mission accomplished, Sub-Zero will collect his money and retire from his dangerous job, basically. And, I haven't actually talked about the endings yet, but, just to clarify, that ending is non-canon. So, I guess since I got some time now, let's talk about some of the endings that we've already seen. So, Scorpion's ending, that is semi-canon. Scorpion doesn't actually win the tournament, but he does kill Sub-Zero, so sorry Sub-Zero fans, but this is the only game where Sub-Zero's alive. After this, we'll never see him again. Right? Anyways, Kano's ending, not canon, don't worry about it. Raiden's ending, obviously not canon, don't worry about it. So, let's see, Raiden. Johnny Cage's ending. I do believe he actually does make a Mortal Kombat movie, but he doesn't win the tournament. Sub-Zero's ending, non-canon, and we'll talk about the other two when I get to those. So anyways, that's going to do it for me, so thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Later.